So, if you're ever in Tokyo during the summer, it's like, you're stepping into a heat-infused urban wonderland, right? I mean, picture this. Temperatures near 40 degrees Celsius on some days, but the neon lights and vibrant energy give you a whole different vibe.
Absolutely, it's like the city transforms the heat into an element of its charm. But the humidity? Oh boy, that's the real kicker, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like the humidity amps up the sensation, making the neon glow even more dramatic at night, while puddles after a storm reflect the skyscrapers, kind of like a temporary urban lake. It just deepens your sensory experience in ways you might not expect.
And it's fascinating how they describe it as challenging, but also invigorating, isn't it? The idea that Tokyo turns something as oppressive as humidity into a key part of its allure.
Exactly. And they've got this neat guide that outlines the mechanics behind it all. So, first off, there's the raw data. Average max temperatures around 32 degrees Celsius in central Tokyo during July, coupled with 80% humidity. But the perceived temperature swells because of that moisture. It's not just the heat, it's the way the moisture lingers on your skin.
Right, which means you're paying a physiological toll from that damp heat. It's not just a thermometer reading. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And then, shift gears to those Guerrilla Downpours. Rapid, intense bursts of rain. They describe a scenario where, like, on July 10th, some districts got over 100 millimeters of rain in, an hour.
Yeah.
It's almost like nature's way of hitting the reset button for the day.
And that's where modern tech steps in, right? Radar apps that track rain cells every 5 minutes so you can duck underground swiftly. It's brilliant how you can just, hop into a subway station or a mall and avoid the deluge.
Exactly. It almost feels like Tokyo has engineered an all-weather shelter grid around the city. Think of it as an urban maze with climate-controlled sanctuaries that you can bounce between during a heat wave or a storm.
Kind of like an indoor pilgrimage, right? One where you move between these havens of around 22 degrees C, letting you stroll the city without melting away in the heat.
Precisely. And I love how that strategy is laid out. From 10 in the morning till about 4 in the afternoon, you can plan your route to be mostly indoors, ticking off steps while staying cool. It really shows how you can turn a potential ordeal into a city-wide adventure.
And then there's the whole summer survival kit part, which is like a toolbox for beating the heat. We're talking about moisture-managing base layers, light, antimicrobial fabrics, and even high UV shielding jackets. That's some serious next-level gear.
Yeah, it's like, reinventing your wardrobe for the season. When they talk about those ultra-fine synthetic knits, it's like they wick the sweat away almost instantly, giving you a cooler hand feel. Plus, they even fight off odors. And switching out a spare inner layer midday can totally reset how fresh you feel.
It reminds me of how athletes change gear to stay at peak performance. But let me ask, do you think all this gear is necessary for every traveler? I mean, isn't it a bit of an overkill?
That's a fair point. I mean, for someone who really wants to get the most out of Tokyo's very unique summer, it's definitely a tactical approach rather than just, like, suffering through it. But maybe, for a casual visitor, it might seem too much. Essentially,
I see what you mean.
It's about knowing your limits and planning accordingly.
True, and speaking of planning, then there's the folding umbrella. The lightweight, super portable gadget that not only shields you from rain, but also, reflects heat. It's engineered to be wind-resistant and, like, low in weight. That's engineering tailored to Tokyo's domestic market, isn't it?
Definitely. And it's cool how it's designed to combine features, rain protection, heat reflection, UV cut, all in one compact design.
Right.
And then you've got those handheld fans with USB charging, which are not only quiet, but versatile enough to be used, as wearable devices.
Yeah, like when you're on the go, switching from a handheld mode to, say, a neck cooler, it's like your own portable breeze. Pretty ingenious, really.
For sure. And then, the standout, if you will, is Sony's REON Pocket Pro, this card-sized wearable cooler. It's got these thermoelectric modules that adapt to your body's temperature changes. It's like carrying your own mini air conditioner without the bulk.
Exactly. I find that particularly interesting because it doesn't try to cool your whole body, but instead it focuses on keeping your back cool. And that's enough to reduce that overall sense of heat fatigue.
Right. It's kind of like how, even a targeted cooling in one area can change your whole perception of the temperature. There's a sort of psychological refresh when you feel that cool relief on your back, allowing you to, reset your heat tolerance for a bit.
Absolutely, it makes a big difference. And what's cool is they even map out a representative day in Tokyo. Imagine starting your morning with a light jog along the Sumida River, then hitting Sensoji before it gets too crowded, all the while using high-efficiency layers that wick sweat and keep you comfortable.
Yup, it's like orchestrating your day with peaks and valleys of temperature. You get that balance. Dawn chills, midday indoors for a cool reset, then a calculated outdoor excursion when the heat is tolerable.
That sounds almost too organized. Well, I mean, wouldn't it be great if you could time your city adventures like a well-rehearsed routine? But here's where I have a little challenge. Not everyone can streamline their day around these ideal conditions. Is that even practical for most tourists?
That's a great critique. Yeah, it's sort of an idealized plan. For many, just wandering without such strict scheduling might be more appealing. But then again, if you're really looking to optimize your experience in Tokyo's, steamy heat, it's a brilliant blueprint. It's all about tailoring your approach to your personal style and stamina.
Exactly. And then another mindset shift they propose is focusing on the most enjoyable times, dawn and post-sunset. So instead of battling the peak heat, you embrace the fringe hours when the city lights up in a totally different vibe.
Yeah, it's like reframing what you consider the day in an urban tropical setting. Concentrating your outdoor activities into those gentler time windows makes you, appreciate the heat rather than just fight it off.
That's really smart. And a bit of informational vigilance, too. Keeping an eye on heat alerts, checking radar, and, planning your path accordingly. It's not just about gear, but also about smart scheduling and hydration.
Right. And micro-replenishment plays a big role here. Tasting lightly salted snacks, chilled barley tea, quick hydration fixes that you can grab without turning into a burden when you're on the move.
Yes, exactly. So when we put it all together, Tokyo's summer isn't just about grueling heat. It's an experience. It engages the senses, challenges your body, and if you play it right, it's downright invigorating.
Absolutely. And it's really empowering to think that by switching your mindset and arming yourself with the right tools, what feels hostile becomes almost a kinetic stage for sensory exploration.
Well said. And that, to me, is the magic of it all. Turning environmental adversity into an opportunity. A kind of urban adventure where every burst of perspiration is a reminder of the vibrant, pulsating energy of Tokyo.
Exactly. It's about embracing the heat and humidity as just another layer of the experience. It's like, every drop of sweat has its own story in the cityscape.
Yeah, totally. And with that in mind, one really has to admire how Japanese brand technology, those specially tailored umbrellas, fans, and wearable coolers, brings a practical elegance to the chaos. It's almost poetic, isn't it?
It truly is. There's a sort of beauty in how technology and infrastructure transform a potentially oppressive climate into a series of delightful, if challenging, moments.
Absolutely. Now, I wonder, do you think this model could, be applied to other cities facing similar summer extremes? Or is it uniquely Tokyo?
That's an interesting question. I mean, Tokyo's approach is very much a product of its, unique urban planning and cultural penchant for detail. But the concept of, building a network of climate-controlled retreats and equipping oneself with multifunctional gear, I bet, could be a blueprint for other megacities.
Right, I can see that. For sure. It's a fascinating mix of urban planning, technology, and human adaptation. Maybe other cities could learn to, script their day around the climate just as elegantly.
Exactly. And to wrap it up, it's almost a celebration of summer rather than an endurance test. If you approach it with the right mindset and gear, Tokyo's summer really becomes hot but enjoyable.
Absolutely. Well, that really paints the picture. It's like every element, from the sudden showers to the wearable coolers, contributes to a unique urban narrative.
Indeed, it's an invitation to experience the city on a whole new sensory level. So the next time you're planning a trip, consider reframing the challenges as opportunities to see Tokyo's true energetic spirit in full display.
Right, exactly. And that's what makes Tokyo such a fascinating destination, even in the midst of steamy heat and unpredictable showers.
Exactly. Thanks for diving into this with me. It's been such an engaging look into how environment, culture, and technology come together to create a truly memorable summer in Tokyo.
Nice chat.